Shri Guru Namaha children. Today we are going to see the lesson employment selection process. Yesterday we saw the meaning and definition of employee selection process. What is the importance of selection, and then selection steps in employee selection process, and then selection test. We have ability test and personality test. And then in ability test, we saw aptitude test, achievement test, intelligence test, judgment test, and then personality test, interest, personality, projecting, and then aptitude test. In ability test, we saw aptitude test, numerical reasoning, so many things. And then achievement test, we saw intelligence test, judgment test, personality test, and then personality inventory test, everything we saw, isn't it? Now we are going to see interviews. What does mean by interview? Okay. See, the term interview has been derived from the French word "entrevoir." That means to gaze or to see each other. So gaze in the essence seeing each other. So what they are saying now, interview means they are face-to-face interaction. Face-to-face interaction between the interviewer and the interview. Okay, interviewee. Okay, so what they are doing now, they are seeing each other, and then one person is asking question and other person is answering. Okay, that is called as interview. So many types of interview we can see in that: preliminary interview, structured interview, unstructured interview, in-depth interview, panel interview, stress interview, telephone interview, online interview, group interview, video conferencing interview. Okay. First we are going to see preliminary interview. Preliminary interview is the first round of interview. Okay, first round. The interview is to see whether applicants are suitable for both mental and physically. First, what they will see, whether it is capable or not, whether he is mentally and physically fit or not, they will find out. This helps the employee organization to cut costs and time in selection process. In this interview itself, what they will do, they will finalize whether it is capable or not, and they will cut. They will reject that application, and then they will never, that person will never go to the next test. Okay, here itself they will cut cost and time also they are saving. Okay, so the employer, this helps the employer's organization to cut cost and time in selection process. Structured interview. Are you able to hear me, children? Structured interview. This interview is a standardized way of comparing job candidates. The employer creates interview questions focused on the skills. The employer creates interview questions. Already they were prepared questions, and then it is pre-prepared questions. Okay, and then focused on the skills and abilities the company is seeking. What they need, the organization, what they are expecting. That questions they will prepare into before itself, and then only they will start the interview. That is called as structured interview. Okay. Unstructured interview. Unstructured interview is quite contrary to structured interview. There is no question. Before itself, they will never prepare any questions. Okay. On the spot, what they are thinking, that only they will ask. There is no prepared questions. The prepared questions will not be there. So immediately what they are thinking, that only they will ask in the interview. That is called as unstructured interview. In-depth interview. To test the level of knowledge of the interviewee, the candidate can explain his skills, qualification, experience in a detailed manner. In-depth in the sense, what is the knowledge of that particular interviewee. Okay, so the level of knowledge they are finding out. Okay, the candidate can explain his skill, whatever skill he is having, what is the qualification of the person, and then how much he is having experience in uh, 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 experience he is having in a detailed manner. So everything he will explain uh, elaborately. That is only in-depth interview. Okay. So he is telling his knowledge in depth. So whatever talent he is having, whatever experience he is having, everything he will tell clearly. Okay. Panel interview. Where a group of people interview the candidates. It is called panel interview. So many people will sit and then they will ask one by one questions. What they will do, no, like a group discussion. They will sit in for example, in a company, a manager will be there, a senior person will be there, and then interviewer. So that person will be there. So one by one they will ask questions, and then the interviewee will answer. So what they will do, no, it is called as panel interview. So how much depth of knowledge that person is having, that's the most person will find out. Okay, it ensures more reliability in the selection of the candidates. So it is very reliable. Okay, so they are asking one by one, they are asking questions in the interview will answer properly. Okay, stress interview. Stress interview is conducted to test the emotional balance of the candidate interview. Sometimes, if, in a critical situation, how you will behave. Okay, so how you will react. That stress thing they will give. Okay, so some stress situation they will give you, and then how you are acting according to that. That they will found out. Okay, interviewers create stressful situation. They are getting stressful situation. They are giving stressful situation, and then that situation how you are handling that they will find out. That is called as stress interview. Stress interview questions will be like that. What would you do if a colleague took credit for your idea and got a promotion? Was the stress of your previous job too much for you? What would you do if a colleague admitted to lying on their resume to get the job? What would you do if a customer verbally insulted you in front of co-workers? These are all the situations they are giving for you. How you will behave you find out the solution and then write it in a paper and tomorrow you submit it. Okay, you can take a screenshot. Then you afterwards you can write this. Telephone interview. This interview is conducted by the people who lives far away from the organization. It is typically called as phone screening. So if some person will be in some other place and then he is applying for the job in the sense immediately he cannot come from that place. Okay. So what they will do, no, they will conduct telephone interview. So through the telephone, the interviewer will ask so many questions and then he will get the answer from that interviewee. Okay, so that is called as telephone interview. Online interview. In, in this case, interview are conducted by means of interview via Skype, WeChat, Google Meet, video chat. They save a lot of time, money, and energy. See, nowadays we are also using online everything, isn't it? Skype and then the chat, the video, everything we are also using. Okay, interview also they are conducting through online because they will see some other places. Sometimes they may be in abroad also. So what they will do now, they can save time and then everything. So what they will do now, they will conduct online test on online interview. Okay, if he got the job, he will come. Okay, group interview. A group interview is a screening process where you interview multiple candidates at the same time. At the same time, they are giving so many questions, different questions to the people, and then they will conduct the interviews. Okay, so so automatically it can save time and they can save the time. Okay, so no need to spend more time for that one person. Okay, so that is called as group interview. So instead of spending 5 hours interviewing 5 candidates, individually 1 hour can be spent interviewing time in a group. So group if they are conducting an event, yeah, they can save their time. 5 hours they are spending for 5 people in the sense 1 hour is enough for 5 people. Okay. So automatically they can conduct the interviews. Video conferencing. Video conferencing interview. This interview is a kind of conference call that connects a candidate with companies located across various geographies. In companies or in somewhere else, in USA, so many branches they have in the sense. What they will do now, if they are applying for the job in the sense, they will keep an interview through video conferencing. Through the video, they will ask so many questions you have to answer online. This is also online also, online only. Okay, so they will ask so many questions. You have to answer according to that. So that is called as video conferencing. Physical examination. This is very much important for all the organization. Why in this sense? So if you are physically fit only, they will take you in an organization. Why? The last technique used in selection process is medical examination. If you are sick, if you are going and joining in an organization, immediately you got any stress or anything happen in the sense, the organization only is responsible. So that they should avoid, no? That's why they are keeping physical examination. The last technique used in selection process is medical examination. Physical fitness of the candidate under selection to the job concerned. So all the organization are their main thing they have to find out whether the candidates are physically fit. So that they should find out. Okay. So what they will do now, they will keep a physical examination and then medical examination they will keep. If he is physically fit, they will give physical fitness certificate. Then only they will select the candidate. Okay. Preference check. Sorry. Reference check. Application blank contains a column for the candidates to furnish the list of persons to be contacted for reference purpose. So what they will do, all the exam interviews are over. Afterwards, what they will do, they will refer. So somebody should refer you. They will give a reference. Sometimes you are not contacting you. If you are giving some other persons for contact, they will contact through that person. Okay, that is called as reference check. So application blank contains a column. So in an application itself, they will give reference check column will be there that we should fill up. Okay. For the candidates to furnish the list of persons. So one or two persons you have to give reference. So if in my absence, if I am not taking a mobile or something, you can call this person. You can give like that. Okay. So of persons to be contacted for reference purpose. Approval by higher authority. All the tests and everything will be over. Okay, so aptitude test and then numerical test and then achievement test and intelligence test, everything are over. After this interview, so many interviews we have crossed from the candidate, and then after this approval, they should get approval from the higher authority. Selection committee sends the list of candidates selected with some candidates kept in a waiting list for approval by higher authority. So selection committee will send the list to the candidate selected. So what are the candidates they have selected? They will send, for example, if Shikshra Mohammed is selecting for person, and then she is a selection committee. And then what she is doing, she will send the list of candidates, she will send to the sir. And then sir will finalize which person we need or not, everything. He will only finalize that. Okay. So some persons he will keep waiting list. Okay. So after next time they will give first preference to the waiting list person. Okay. That is the higher authority will they should give approval for that person. Okay. For the candidates. Final selection. The successful candidates who passed through various stages of selection process will be called for final interview. Yeah, all those things over, selection is also over. They got approval from higher authority, and then what they are doing, final selection, the applicant is going for final selection. Okay. After that only, they will go to the final interview. Contract of employees. Nowadays, what IT companies have you heard or not, I don't know. But in IT companies, you know, what they are doing, you know, they are giving a contract, 1 year, 2 year contract. Definitely, we should work this 2 years. After completing the contract, only you can come out. They are getting signed from the employees. Okay. So that is contract of employment. After the final selection process is complete, certain documents are expected to be signed. You have to sign in some documents, both by the organization and the candidate. So organization also will sign, and candidates also will sign in that contract. By any chance, if you are with the job in between, the company will get affected. So that they should avoid. No, that's why they are giving this contract.